The mind is like a battlefield. You have a lot of thoughts every day that shape how you see the world and yourself. Most people let these thoughts run their lives, giving in to anger, self-doubt, and weakness. But what about the Stoics? They knew better. Marcus Aurelius thought of the mind as a fortress that needed to be protected with reason and logic. Epictetus believed that the things we say to ourselves have a huge influence on how we feel and behave. Seneca taught us that the only way to deal with life's problems is to take charge of our outlook. You need to be in charge of your thoughts if you want to be strong, calm, and in control of your life. What's the best way to do that? You can do this by telling yourself strong, unwavering truths every day. These 10 words, which come from Stoic thought, will change the way you think and make you stronger. Say them, believe them, and follow them. Number 1. I control my mind. My mind does not control me. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most important Stoic thinkers, said, "You control your mind, not events outside of it. Know this and you will be strong." Remember that you are in charge of your own thoughts by reading these words. Still, most people let their feelings and thoughts control what they do. When they are angry, they act out. When they are scared, they run away. And when they are sad, they give up. However, you are truly strong and powerful when you understand that your mind is not in charge of you. You are in charge of it. Many of your thoughts will be unconscious when you wake up every day, ready to take you in different ways. Things that have bothered you, things that you need to do, or things that are bothering you may come to mind. You will be controlled by these thoughts if you let them. Thoughts will change your mood, and before you know it, you're responding instead of acting on purpose. The Stoics teach us that we can choose what we think and feel. Epictetus was a slave and had a hard life. He always told his students, "It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it." He meant that our power doesn't come from outside events, but from how we handle them. People will try to hurt you in many ways. People will let you down. Bad things will happen. However, these things can't make you mad, sad, or scared unless you let them. Take a look at it this way. Bad feelings like anger, fear, and rage are like waves in the ocean. They might rise up or crash into you, but they will pass. They are only temporary. But if you let your feelings decide what you do, if you act without thinking, you're letting a brief moment determine how your life will go. You tell the wave how to steer your ship, but you can choose to stay put, to stay on course no matter how the waves move. Detachment is the key. You need to be able to watch your ideas and feelings without getting attached to them. You can stand in the middle of a storm and watch it rage around you without getting blown away. Take a step back and look at your thoughts without judging them. This gives you room to decide how to react. It's not like you respond out of the blue. You choose where to act. Say to yourself every morning, "I control my mind. My mind does not control me." This will help you start the practice. The more you say it, the more like it you become. It should help you remember that your mind is just a tool. It is a great tool when used correctly, sharp, focused, and clear. But if you don't control it, it can become a wild force that gets out of control.
Stop when you're angry. Take a deep breath when you feel stressed.
When fear starts to take over, remember that you can choose how you feel. Know that your mind is like a garden. You can put anything you want in it. Will you let bad thoughts grow like weeds? Or will you plant seeds of calm, focus, and strength? The important thing is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. As Epictetus said, as you train yourself to take charge of your thinking, you will realize that your mind does not run your life. It's up to you. When you do that, you will feel more at peace with yourself and stronger. Number 2, pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Every fight, every hard time, and every painful moment is only brief." The pain you feel in a tough situation, the tiredness you feel after a long day at work, and the anger you feel when things don't go your way will all go away in time. But when you decide to quit, you will always remember that choice. You will always regret it because it's a mark on your life. We all go through hard times, whether it's in our daily lives, at work, or on our way to becoming better people. Sometimes we just want to give up. You may feel like the weight of the fight is too much to bear, and the urge to give up will be strong. Seneca, on the other hand, had been through many hard times and knew that it's in these times that you become who you are. Being tempted to quit is normal. That feeling we all know, the anger when things don't go as planned, the tiredness when your energy is gone, or the doubt that makes you wonder if it's all worth it. However, the Stoics tell us that this is where real growth takes place. Being strong doesn't happen when things are going well. It happens when you keep going even though it hurts. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life, said Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker. To win, we have to ignore things that are out of our control. We can't always stop the pain we feel. Life includes battle, pain, and hardship, but we are completely in charge of how we react to them and how we keep going when things get hard. Thought for when you want to give up. Pain lasts only a short time. Quitting lasts forever. The pain will get better after that terrible moment. There is short-term fatigue, doubt, and failure. You'll know that you gave up and feel bad about it for a long time after you quit. Like a shadow over everything you do, it will be a part of your past. Think about the things you wish you had not done. I'm guessing that the things you regret most are the times you gave up too soon, didn't push yourself just a little more, or gave into your pain instead of rising above it. It's much worse to feel bad about giving up than to actually be struggling. Your pain is making you who you are now. It's testing how strong, determined, and willing you are. Every bit of pain is moving you toward your full potential. You get better mentally, emotionally, and spiritually every time you get through a hard time, and you will always have that strength. This saying should help you the next time you want to quit. Quitting will hurt forever, but the pain will go away. You're more powerful than you think. No matter how hard it is or how much weight you feel like you can't carry, keep going. The pain will go away, but your strength and character will remain, and the joy you'll feel for getting through it will last a lifetime. Number 3, I am not owed anything. I earn everything. The enemy of growth is pride. There is no debt owed by the world to you, which is good news. If no one is owed anything, then anyone who is ready to work for it can get it. Being aware of this gives you strength. You take full control of your life when you stop expecting things to be given to you. You are free to earn everything because no one owes you anything. How often have you been angry because something didn't go your way, or because life didn't seem fair? Being fair isn't a natural rule. It's an idea that doesn't always work in the real world. The Stoics were aware of this and thought it was just the way things were. They weren't going to complain about what they thought they deserved or what they were owed. Instead, they thought about what they could change, what they did, and how they felt about it. Don't explain your philosophy. Epictetus taught us. He was born a slave and went through a lot of hard times. Take it on. Take it on. This instructive lesson is strong. It's not enough to just talk the talk. You have to walk the walk too. Being honest, owning up to your mistakes, and gaining your place in the world are all important parts of this. I am not owed anything. I earn everything is a way of life that makes you stop depending on other people to give you what you need. You need to stop expecting everything to be fair. You stop waiting for the right chance to come along. Instead, you do something. You make your own chances. The things you do have effects. Therefore, if you need success, you need to work for it. Demonstrate that you deserve respect. There's no one who will give it to you. You don't get off the hook just because you believe you are worthy. You obtain what you work for. Stoics knew that hard times and struggles would happen, but that they could always be defeated by taking action and being strong. Pause to consider your plans. Do you want someone to give you a chance, or are you going out and getting it? If you feel stuck or like things aren't going your way, it could be that you're waiting for something you haven't won yet. You might be waiting for approval, chances, or a break. But don't wait. Today, think about what you can do to get closer to your goal. Since the world doesn't owe you anything, it will reward you for your hard work. Being in this frame of mind isn't just about wanting to be successful or making money. It's also about being responsible for your whole life. You decide what you do, so you decide how much money you make. When you stop thinking that life owes you something, you stop being let down and start making the life you've always wanted, one step at a time. I earn everything. I am not owed anything. These are words you should always remember. Focus on what you can change, what you do, how hard you work, and how persistent you are. Remember that all success is your own doing. Number 4, discipline over motivation. Motivation isn't always there. It comes and goes like the wind. You can't count on it. You wake up one day feeling like you can't be stopped, and the next you're tired, unmotivated, and ready to give up. That is discipline. You have to choose to be disciplined. You have to do what needs to be done no matter how you feel at the time. Being disciplined doesn't rely on how motivated you are or how good you feel. It's about showing up no matter how you feel. Marcus Aurelius, who was emperor of Rome and a Stoic philosopher, really got this. He said, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. Because they remind us that our duties, responsibilities, and deeds are part of what it means to be human. These words hit us hard because you have a reason. You have to stick to it, even if you don't feel like it. The Stoics were wise and put duty ahead of desire. They didn't wait for the right time or a sudden spurt of drive. They knew that desire alone is not enough to get things done. Sometimes you won't feel motivated, and if you wait for it, you might never do anything. That is discipline. You can count on discipline because you are in charge of it. It means being able to act even when you don't want to. To do the work because it's the right thing to do, not because you're inspired to do it at the moment. When you start something, how many times have you been really excited about it, only to lose interest a few days or weeks later? When you first start working on a new project or goal, it's easy to get carried away. But real progress is made over time, not in short bursts of work. In order to be consistent, you need to have discipline. Being able to do the work even when you'd rather not is called a habit. It means not letting short-term pain or tiredness control what you do. In addition to stressing the need for discipline, Epictetus said freedom is the only worthy goal in life. We win by ignoring things that are out of our control. Being in charge of your thoughts, actions, and choices is an important part of being disciplined. You get back in charge when you pick discipline over inspiration. You choose when and how to act, even if you don't feel like it. Discipline is often what sets great people apart from weak ones. People who are weak depend on inspiration and wait for it to come to them. For the strong, being able to show up every day, even when they don't feel like it, is important. They know that their results don't come from luck or inspiration, but from diligently following through on their plans. Remember this the next time you want to wait for motivation to strike. Discipline over motivation, always. You don't have to wait for the right time or a sudden burst of creativity. In spite of how hard it is, you have to act and do the work. Because the truth is, that discipline, not short-lived drive, is what makes people successful. That's the kind of success that lasts. Number 5, silence is power. Most people waste their time by fighting, bragging, or talking about other people. We can easily get caught up in the noise around us, like defending our views, bragging about our accomplishments, or getting stories going. The Stoic sage Seneca, on the other hand, told us not to do that. He stated, "Speech is the mirror of the mind. How we feel and what we think can be seen in what we say. If we talk without thinking, without a plan, our thoughts will not be disciplined." In a world that loves talking all the time, silence is often missed. Still, being quiet is strong. The person who talks less seems more in charge. You are in charge of your thoughts and words when you choose to be quiet. You're not letting the world pull you into pointless talks or other things that take your attention away. You've decided to put your energy where it really matters. Instead, the Stoics knew that words are more than just a way to talk to someone. They show what's going on inside your mind. You might not be able to control yourself if you talk a lot, especially about things that don't matter. It's possible that you're trying to show something, get approval, or just fill the space with noise because you don't like being alone. But practicing silence on purpose is a sign that you are in charge of your own life. It means being able to pick and choose when to talk and when to be quiet. People who don't talk as much tend to have clearer minds because they don't speak as much out of feeling or impulse. There is time for them to look, listen, and learn what's going on around them. And when they do talk, what they say is precise, important, and powerful. Think about the people in your life who talk a lot but don't say much. Even though they talk a lot, their words don't mean much because they're always talking. Someone who talks less but more clearly, on the other hand, gets more attention when they do. When they finally speak, people listen because their silence gives their words more weight. It's not enough to just talk less. You should also think about what you say. Being silent doesn't mean there is no sound. It means you are thinking. It's where you think about what's important and choose how to show yourself to the world. You can also notice when there is silence. You can notice more when you're not talking all the time. You can see what other people do, how they respond, and what they really want to do. This observation can help you understand things better than words ever could. By doing it, you become more aware of the people and things around you, which in turn helps you make better choices. There isn't much quiet in this noisy world. A lot of people are afraid of it, but power is in the silence. Don't say as much, but pay more attention and let your deeds speak for themselves. Being able to stay cool, collected, and thoughtful, even when there is a lot going on around you, is a sign of quiet strength. People are more likely to listen to you when you don't say much. This includes both what you say and how you are present. The Stoics once said, "What you don't say says a lot." So use silence as a way to think, be in charge of yourself, and feel strong. Let your quiet be the most powerful way you talk to people. Number 6, I do not chase, I attract through my actions. People who are strong don't beg. There's no need for them to seek approval, wealth, or relationships. Rather, they become useful, and everything they want just comes to them. They know that real power comes from making things better, not from trying to get other people to like them or desperately chasing after what they think they want. The world doesn't give you anything, but if you work on being the best person you can be, the right people and chances will come your way. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who went through a lot of hard times, said, "If you want to get better, be happy with being thought stupid and foolish." Early on, this quote might seem harsh, but what Epictetus really meant was that you have to be ready to be misread if you want to grow. People may not understand your decisions, your path, or your discipline when you're focused on improving yourself. They might think you're wasting your time or being silly for not doing what everyone else does. But real power comes from inside, not from what other people say. Don't try to impress people with what you say or do. You won't be truly successful if you beg for attention or chase after people or chances. Focusing on the things you can change, your character, your skills, and your discipline will help you get there. Everything else will fit into place once you master these. People who are successful don't do it because they are desperate. They are successful because they have worked hard to become deserving of it. Think about the people you look up to the most. Do they beg you to pay attention? Do they want to be liked or try to impress other people? Most likely, the people you admire the most have worked hard to improve themselves, whether it's through their craft, their ideals, or their unwavering dedication to their values. They don't go after what they want. Instead, the things they do bring it to them. This principle isn't just about getting ahead in your job. It also has to do with relationships. Being honest, disciplined, and striving for mastery are all things that will help you become the best version of yourself. People who value these traits will naturally come to you. You don't need to try to make friends, get liked, or find love. People who want to know you will find you once you're known for something. When you want to chase something like success, respect, or love, remember this: I do not chase. I attract through my actions. Pay attention to getting better, increasing your worth, and being honest. You won't have to look for success, respect, and good relationships. They will come to you because you worked hard and did the right things. Number 7, hard times make me stronger. People usually try to avoid pain and discomfort as much as possible. It's common to feel like the weight of the world is too much to bear, or that life is throwing us problems that we can't solve. Wanting things to be easier or not going through hard times is very common. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic ruler, accepted the hardships though. The impediment to action advances action. He understood something very important. What prevents progress turns into progress. So problems are not failures. They direct us to the next step. Getting stuck doesn't mean you've lost. It means you're growing through the fight. Being challenged is what will make you stronger. Instead of dodging trouble, Marcus Aurelius saw it as an important part of his journey and welcomed it. Instead of seeing problems as reasons to give up, he saw them as opportunities to grow. In reality, life will put you to the test. You will have hard times, whether it's a relationship problem, a tough job choice, or a personal issue. To the Stoics, though, bad times are not meant to break us. We are meant to be built by them. Every problem is a chance to expand your skills. Every problem is an opportunity to learn something. Every time things get hard, tell yourself, hard times make me stronger. Switch your perspective from seeing the hard times as something to fear or run away from, to seeing them as something to embrace. Consider it training. Similar to pulling weights, each rep, each strain, and each time you go beyond your limits makes you stronger. Similarly, the problems you face in life are like this. You get stronger as you face more challenges. You are getting better and stronger with each challenge you face. Once you get through a tough situation, you become stronger in character, resolve, and your ability to handle the next task. You are building, not breaking. People may feel overwhelmed by hard times at first, but they are actually changing you in ways you can't always see. Problems make you stronger, more flexible, and more rooted in your beliefs. According to the Stoics, bad times are a normal part of being human. Our true abilities would remain unknown without them. Therefore, the next time life gives you a problem, calm down and tell yourself, hard times make me stronger. Embrace the fight. You are growing into the person you were meant to be, so trust that this hard time is part of the process. Today's problems are what will make you strong in the future. Never give up. Beyond this challenge, a stronger version of yourself is ready. Number 8, I focus only on what I can control. This is what Stoicism is based on, and it can change the way you live and deal with problems in life. The important difference was taught to us by Epictetus, one of the most important Stoic philosophers. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Knowing this changes your life. The weather, what other people think, mistakes you've made in the past, and outside events are all out of your control. Don't try to control them anymore. You can change what you do, how you think, how hard you work, and how you respond. This is your attitude, and only you can change it. You are in charge of how you react to what happens to you. How will I respond to this is always a more important question than what's happening to me. It's there where the power is. Worrying about things we can't change takes up too much of our time and energy. Things that have already happened or that we can't change, like other people's views, the past, and outside circumstances, waste our mental and emotional energy. This is an attempt to trick you. When we think about the things we can't change, we feel powerless, angry, and stressed. But the Stoics didn't waste time on things like that. They knew that worrying about things we can't change doesn't help. Instead, they thought about how they would react to those things. According to Epictetus, the only thing that really belongs to each person is their mind, which includes what they think, feel, and do. The next time life gets hard, tell yourself over and over, I focus only on what I can control. Putting your attention back where it belongs will help you do this. Not doing things that help you will waste your time and energy. You have no control over what other people think of you, what happens to you, or what bad luck happens to you at random. You can change your mood, how you react, and how you move forward. This practice will free you from stress and anger that aren't required. If you only think about the things you can change, you will stop feeling like you are a victim of life. No matter what is going on around you, you understand that you have the power to change your experience. This will make you feel more peaceful and strong the more you do it. Remember to redirect your attention the next time you find yourself thinking about something you can't change, like the weather, someone else's actions, or a situation you can't change. Give up what you can't change and let go of the rest. You only need to think about how to respond. That is really where the power is. Number 9. My time is my most valuable asset. Seneca told us a deep truth. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. This quote gets right to the point of why we don't always value time the way we should. We look after our money, our things, and our health. But what about our time? People often use time as if it were disposable. This is the truth. The only thing you can never get back is your time. When a time ends, it's over for good. You can't turn back the time or go back to yesterday. You also can't get back the hour you wasted on social media or putting things off. Every minute you waste is gone for good, and you'll never get it back or use it in a different way. How many hours have you wasted on things that don't matter in the end? How often do we lose time because of other things that need our attention, tasks, or bad habits? Of all the things you own, time is the most valuable because you can't get more of it. It was clear to the Stoics. They knew that time was the most important thing in life and were careful about how they spent it. This is an easy lesson from Seneca. Don't waste your time. Do not waste your time on things that do not help you reach your goals or make your life better. Life can be busy, and it's easy to fill your schedule with things that seem important but aren't really that important. The Stoics, on the other hand, didn't care about being busy. They cared about doing things that mattered. You only have a certain amount of time each day. Ask yourself, am I doing the things that matter with this time? Are you putting it toward getting better at yourself, making connections that make your life better, learning new skills, or creating something important? Do you let it slip away on things that don't help you reach your goal? My time is my most valuable asset is something you should tell yourself every day to remind yourself of how valuable it is. Say this line to yourself every time you want to put things off or waste time on unimportant things. Remember that you only have so much time and that every second you waste is one you can never get back. Be careful with your time just like you would be careful with your money. Spend it on things that are important to you, help you grow, and are self-disciplined. The real wealth of life is time well spent. Plus, when you think back on your days, the times you spent making something important will stand out as the most important. Number 10, I am always in control of my reactions. You can't get mad at anyone. No one can make you feel bad about yourself unless you let them. This is a strong fact that can change everything about how you live your life. Things, people, and situations will happen to you, but you always have the choice of how to feel about them. You are in charge of how you answer. A famous quote from Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, says, "You shouldn't let things make you angry because they don't care at all." The thing Marcus understood was that the world doesn't care about how you feel. It doesn't care about your complaints, anger, or pain. The outside world, with all of its people and events, is not biased. It's not the events themselves that make you feel things, it's how you think about and react to them. Most of the time when you're in a tough situation or with a difficult person, your first reaction may be to feel angry, sad, or frustrated. Stoics, on the other hand, teach us to stop and think before letting our feelings take over. Your feelings are not controlled by the outside world, they are formed by how you see the things that happen to you. You have the power to decide how to react to any event. You can pick peace or chaos. Think about it. How often have you let someone else's actions make you feel bad? How often have you let a traffic jam, an unfair comment, or a tough task make you angry or frustrated? Giving up your power happens when you let these things decide how you feel. You get that power back when you master your responses, though. The important thing is to realize that you can control how you feel. You are the only one who can make you feel something. You begin to see the world in a very different way once you understand this. Nobody can bother you anymore because nothing can disturb your peace unless you let it. This doesn't mean you should hide your feelings or act like they don't exist. Stoicism isn't about hiding your feelings, it's about realizing that they don't have the last word. You are not defined by them. Being able to respond carefully, to hold back from your first emotional urge, and to choose how you want to react is what makes you unique. This simple but powerful truth will help you through hard times. I am always in control of my reactions. When you understand that no one can make you feel anything without your permission, your relationship with the world will change in a big way. You have the power to stay cool, collected, and in charge no matter what. You can't be stopped at all. Words change the world. Weak thoughts come from weak words, but strong words, they make people who can't be broken. They are tools, not just words. 10 of them. Make use of them. Say them again, follow them, and see how your life changes. If this struck a chord with you, sign up to get more Stoic advice. Your mind is the most valuable thing you have, so work on it every day.